Have you ever felt invisible? Like you did not matter? I felt that way for a very long time. I would share an idea in a meeting and get nothing, not even a nod. And then a few minutes later, in that very same meeting, a colleague would restate the very same idea, and the entire leadership team would erupt. Wow, that's brilliant. Wait, what? Did nobody see what just happened? After years of this, I knew I was fighting a losing battle. A sense of hopelessness set in. And on most mornings, and I know it sounds pathetic, I would cry in the shower before driving to work. Fellow Toastmasters, I was locked in a corporate prison where every bar of my prison cell reflected a time where I felt disrespected, disregarded, and just ignored. So, how did I survive my long prison sentence? I did what any rational, emotionally mature person would do. I complained. Yes, I complained non-stop to my husband. The same stories on loop. That man deserves an award. One evening, he looked at me and said, "Honey, if you hate your job so much, do something." He was right. I had to do something. I turned to self-help books and started to ask hard existential questions. Who am I? What did I want? And how was I being perceived at work? As my self-awareness grew, I noticed that I was a very guarded and hesitant communicator. Was I embarrassed by my accent? Who knows? But I did turn to Toastmasters for answers. I was surprised that people actually listened to me when I spoke. Did they have a choice? After one of my speeches, somebody came up to me and said, "You are so inspirational." Who, me? How am I inspirational here and so invisible at work? I guess, could it be that I had no history here, no reputation, no past? I benefited from fresh eyes. At work, I was weighed down by all of it. So I dug deep, and I dug deep for answers. And the deeper I got, I realized I wasn't just locked in a prison cell. I was chained to the walls. And these chains, they did not form overnight. It started a long time ago. I had stopped liking the woman in the mirror. I was embarrassed by my weight. I was uncomfortable in my own skin. I stopped going to family gatherings. I turned down dinners with friends. And I would not pose for pictures with my babies. If you were to open my old family albums, you would notice one thing: a missing mother. I wrapped myself in large, oversized clothes, signaling to everyone that I preferred to hide. Hide everything, including my intelligence and my competence. The warden of my prison was me. It was that negative voice inside. It just wrecked my body image. It made me anxious about my accent. I had a decision to make: waste my life or live up to my true potential. So I looked at the woman in the mirror and said, "No more playing small. You are worth it." The woman who walked into work the very next morning was different. She stood tall, she had straightened her shoulders, and she spoke with confidence. And little by little, the team noticed. Praise started to come in, and I knew deep inside I deserved more. So I made a compelling case for a promotion to my manager. And he responded with nothing, not even a nod. I knew at that point I had to find another job. And I did a job tailor-made for me, the new me. At my goodbye luncheon, my boss said, Vidya, I never expected you to quit. I smiled and thought, I guess he had not been introduced to the new and improved me. On my last day at work, all my coworkers hugged me and wished me well, and I could not stop smiling. I picked up my purse and left that that office building, for the very last time. For years, I looked for villains, my manager, the leadership team, the politics, but the whole entire time, the villain was the woman in the mirror, the woman and her self-limiting beliefs. She kept me imprisoned. Have you felt trapped? Maybe, just maybe. The keys to your prison break are already in your hands.